Integrity Houston for window shade request.
Can you hear your voice, Jenny? Go ahead.
Hey, Jerry, nice to speak with you, too. We have a small request for you guys. With this attitude that we're using for the bakeout, we're getting the sun on the window shades, and we're a little worried about them heating up too much. We would like to request that you please remove the window shades. We understand that will make it awfully bright for you guys, and we want to encourage you to use a T-shirt in the cabin or something similar if needed to block out that sunlight. But the shades will help us with the temperature constraint on the windows.
Okay. So we have our makeshift T-shirt on window 1. Is that one okay to stay up then based on what you said? And we'll take off the window 2 shade. The other ones are already off.
Yep.
That sounds great. Thanks, Jeff.
Houston, integrity on 1 for windows.
Do that or not?
Go ahead.
I can.
Okay, Jenny, just to sync you up on the state of the spacecraft, and there's a couple deltas from the procedure, so I want to let you know on the window shades. Window 1 has a black T-shirt with a Z9 in the window. We can pull the Z9 out. That might help you. Just let us know what temperature's there. Windows 2, 3, and 4 are now window cover free. The side hatch window cover has been removed. On the docking hatch, we would be inclined just to leave the docking camera installed today. We've powered it down and we've put the charger back on pup 1, but any issues leaving the docking camera in the docking hatch window?
We're checking, Reed. Integrity, that is a good window config. You can leave the docking cam in place.
Okay, thanks, Jenny. Appreciate it.
This is Artemis Mission Control. The crew aboard Orion, Artemis 2 crew, woke up at 11:35 a.m. Central Time today. They are still in their post-sleep period, so they're taking the time to configure the crew cabin, conduct any hygiene for the day. But immediately upon waking up, there is an extra step that they have to take to help us with some science that they both did while they were here on the ground and that they will continue to do once they have returned. This is to collect some saliva. The crew is instructed to do so before they have exercised or brushed their teeth. Let's learn a little bit more about why this is so important.
And Artemis 2 astronauts' saliva tell us. Saliva can tell us a lot about astronaut health. Just one tiny sample provides a window into what's happening into a crew member's body. When Artemis 2 flies around the moon, the crew will provide saliva samples for a study called immune biomarkers, which probes how the immune system reacts to deep space travel. This research builds on studies we've done before. Astronauts aboard the International Space Station collect liquid saliva samples with tiny oral swabs that roll around in their mouths. They also provide dry samples by blotting their saliva onto special paper that's carefully preserved at room temperature and brought back to Earth for analysis. Artemis missions won't have much onboard room for a refrigerator to store liquid samples. As a result, crew members will take dry samples periodically during their mission so that researchers can see how their immune system changes over time. NASA has been using saliva samples to help understand astronauts' health for decades. During the shuttle program, they discovered that dormant viruses in our bodies, including the one that causes shingles, can reawaken in space. Researchers are unsure why this happens, but think it has something to do with how the body responds to the extreme environment of space, including changes to circadian rhythms, stress, diet, radiation exposure, and weightlessness. By knowing more about how deep space travel affects the immune system, Artemis missions will help NASA ensure that humans, rather than viruses, thrive in space as we venture onward to the Red Planet and beyond.
Houston Integrity, are we still hands off PCD-1?
Checking.
So we're
Reed, you are go to use PCD1. We're off of it now. Thank you.
Now that we have handed over to the Orbit 1 flight control team, the voice you're hearing at the Capcom console is that of Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jenny Gibbons. She is an Artemis 2 backup crew member and serving as today's Capcom, speaking directly with the crew and relaying information and instructions from here on Earth. This team is led by Flight Director Jeff Radigan. This live view from the Orion spacecraft coming from a camera mounted on the solar array wing, looking back at the spacecraft. The Mechanical and Power Officer, or MPO, just repositioned that solar array wing to allow the teams to see the vent that they are troubleshooting, that they have positioned this to be in the sun to help potentially release some ice on the primary vent nozzle that has brought up an issue with the wastewater dump that was scheduled last night. Again, we were targeting to have the outbound trajectory correction burn 2 today, but just like yesterday, the team determined it was not necessary, that we are on a good trajectory for the moon. And so by clearing that OTC2 burn from the crew's schedule, they have allowed more time for the teams to continue troubleshooting and working on the systems for the Universal Waste Management System. Due to the cancellation of the outbound trajectory correction burn and the crew's timeline having a little more flexibility, their timeline is in flux right now. But they do have a daily planning conference coming up in a little over an hour when teams here on the ground will speak with them about the systems aboard the spacecraft, answer questions, relay any information about their schedule.
Huntsville, integrity for Avatar.
And integrity, Huntsville's with you.
Yes, good integrity morning. I think it's the afternoon for you. Avatar lights to report. All lights are on, ON, except for 15, 15.
Okay, we copy. Same status as yesterday. All lights on, ON, except for 15.
You recently heard a call from NASA astronaut Christina Cook, mission specialist on the Artemis II flight, down to the Mission Control Center at Marshall. This was to the Payload Operations Director, who leads science execution for the Avatar payload, which is specifically what she was referencing. Avatar stands for a Virtual Astronaut Tissue Analog Response. This is part of our strategy to get a holistic understanding of how the deep space environment affects humans. So this is organ-on-a-chip technology. It's about the size of a USB thumb drive, and it measures how individual astronauts respond to deep space stressors. These organ chips contain cells that were developed from pre-flight blood donations from the crew. For this research is to validate whether those organ chips can serve as accurate tools for measuring and predicting human response to stressors. So scientists will be comparing these Avatar findings with space station findings, as well as with those samples taken from the crew before and after the flight. Avatar could inform measures to help ensure crew health on future deep space missions, which include personal medical kits potentially for each astronaut. But for us on Earth, it could also lead to advancements in individualized treatments for diseases like cancer. This is Artemis Mission Control at Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. I am Leah Cheshire Mustachio, NASA Public Affairs Officer. We are 2 days, 19 hours, and 30 minutes mission elapsed time. That's the time since Orion lifted off atop the Space Launch System rocket from Kennedy Space Center in Florida. As we've been discussing today, the crew was preparing for the OTC-2 burn. That's Outbound Trajectory Correction 2. However, this burn was canceled, deemed unnecessary, following a successful translunar injection burn just a couple of days ago. Canceling that burn today also allowed time for the teams here on the ground and the crew members to orient the spacecraft so that it is facing the sun on one specific portion, which is a primary vent nozzle. Yesterday, at the beginning of crew sleep, the ground was performing a regularly scheduled wastewater dump. The dump terminated after only 3%, so the tank quantity was 64%, and the limit is 80%. So the wastewater tank is not full. However, the crew was instructed to use backup collection devices overnight if they needed. Part of their continued troubleshooting is canceling that OTC-2 burn and the team having added this attitude maneuver, pointing the waste vent lines to the sun. They'll be like this for about 2 hours to help melt any ice that may be preventing the waste dump. Of course, no impact to the mission or the lunar flyby scheduled on flight day 6. Those trajectory correction burns, including the one we canceled today. We also canceled one yesterday due to our trajectory already being in great condition. Those are just small burns to fine-tune the flight path. The crew was informed upon wake up at 11:35 a.m. Central today. They are still in their post-sleep time frame, conducting any cabin configuration and hygiene before they get started with their workday. Coming up in about an hour, we expect less than an hour, we expect the daily planning conference to occur. That's teams here on the ground calling up the day's activities and information to the crew. Scheduled for after that daily planning conference was going to be a photo opportunity from one of the solar array wings. That's where this view is coming from right now, looking at the cabin. We were intending for the crew to be visible within Orion and potentially even the Earth in the background, but due to this attitude maneuver to help bake out or melt some ice that we think is building up around that primary vent nozzle, that solar array wing selfie of the crew and the spacecraft will be rescheduled. With that solar array wing selfie being rescheduled, we will stand by for that time. The rest of the crew's schedule will be shifted a little bit today, making time for this bake out maneuver and, of course, with the cancellation of that OTC burn. Crew aboard Orion still in their post-sleep period, having woken up at 11:35 a.m. Central Time, 12:35 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, the outbound trajectory correction burn for today has been canceled, deemed not necessary due to a proper translunar injection burn on flight day 2. Cancellation of this burn also allowed for teams to reposition the spacecraft by changing its attitude and pointing a primary vent nozzle in the sun. They're suspecting potential ice buildup on this primary vent nozzle after an insufficient wastewater dump last night. So this is one of their steps for troubleshooting, hopefully allowing this bake out time, as it's being referred to melt some of that ice and then later perform a wastewater dump.
Integrity Houston for SAW PAO event.
Go.
Wanted to let you know we're planning to defer that PAO event until later in the day because of using the SAWs to monitor the outcome from this bakeout. We'll have more words for you when we know where it lands.
Yeah, we were fully expecting that, and no problem at all, Jenny.
Thanks, Reed.
That call from Capcom and Artemis 2 crew backup. Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jenny Gibbons here. Teams referring to a caution that the crew received on their displays, letting them know there is no action received on their part and that this was a ground issue. Back to the manual piloting demo that will occur later today. Pilot Victor Glover was the only astronaut who got to fly the spacecraft on flight day 1 for those proximity operations. But today we are expecting all crew members to get an opportunity to pilot Orion. They'll be using the rotational and translational hand controllers to maneuver the vehicle with the RCS, or Reaction Control System, thrusters. This will help teams learn about the 6 degree of freedom and 3 degree of freedom attitude control. For anyone else looking forward to that manual piloting demo, we are expecting that to take place just after 8 p.m. Central Time. Of course, we did mention the schedule is in flux for the crew members today, so that may change if needed. Again, crew's still in their post-sleep period. We are expecting their daily planning conference in about 30. As we kick off flight day 4, the crew is still in their post-sleep period. Let's take a time to get reacquainted with our Artemis 2 crew. Reed Wiseman is the Artemis 2 commander and a Baltimore native. He's been in space before as a flight engineer for Expedition 41 on the space station from May through November 2014, a total 165-day mission. During that time, his crew set a milestone for station science by completing a record 82 research hours in a single week. Wiseman also served as chief of NASA's astronaut office from December 2020 to November 2022, and back on Earth, he has 2 daughters. Artemis 2 pilot is Victor Glover, selected as an astronaut in 2013 by the agency. At that time, he was serving as a legislative fellow in the U.S. Senate. His first trip to space was on NASA's SpaceX Crew 1 mission in November 2020, when he was also the pilot of that spacecraft. Victor is a U.S. Navy captain and naval aviator who served as a test pilot, racking up over 3,500 flight hours in more than 40 different spacecraft. And as previously mentioned, he became the first person to pilot the Orion spacecraft the other day. He and his wife have 4 children. Mission Specialist Christina Cook is a native of Grand Rapids, Michigan. She was selected to the Astronaut Corps in 2013, the same class as her crewmate Victor Glover. She served as a flight engineer on the space station from March 2019 to February 2020, during which she set the record for the longest single spaceflight by a woman with a total of 328 consecutive days in space. She also participated in the first ever all-female spacewalk with her crewmate Jessica Meir, who is back on the International Space Station as we speak. Before becoming an astronaut, Christina helped build space science instruments and led scientific field work in some of the most remote environments on the planet. She enjoys surfing, rock climbing, community service, yoga, travel, and photography. Rounding out our Artemis II crew is Jeremy Hansen, a Canadian Space Agency astronaut and first-time flyer. The London, Ontario native was selected as an astronaut in 2009, and since then he worked as a Capcom in our Mission Control Center here in Houston. Capcom stands for Capsule Communicator, and that's the single voice communicating with the astronauts in space. He has also participated in training exercises like a week-long stay on the ocean floor off the coast of Florida to simulate deep space exploration. In 2017, he became the first Canadian to lead a NASA astronaut class. He enjoys getting out on a sailboat, rock climbing, and mountain biking, and back on Earth. He and his wife have 3 children.
Integrity Houston, for that PCA flush, we are starting regulation now.
Okay, thanks, Jenny. Everything has been quiet on board. We can tell no associated noises with the flushes.
Copy, thank you.
That call from Capcom Jenny Gibbons to the crew aboard Orion, as you see here on your screen, that they are performing a flush. We have been monitoring the primary vent nozzle. They reoriented the spacecraft to point it toward the sun, to point the primary vent nozzle toward the sun, I should clarify, and help potentially thaw some ice that they suspect may have built up and be interfering with the Universal Waste Management System. Crew reports everything is good on the spacecraft. We are now 2 days, 20 hours into the flight of Artemis 2. On console here in Mission Control Houston is the Orbit 1 team. Flight Director Jeff Radigan gathering topics from the crew ahead of the crew's daily planning conference coming up here in just about 10 minutes. That daily planning conference actually targeted for about 20 minutes from now. Meanwhile, the Orion spacecraft is now over 173,000 miles away from Earth, growing closer to the moon, 106,000 miles away from our lunar neighbor. The spacecraft reached the halfway point between Earth and the moon last night. This is Artemis Mission Control, and you're looking at a live view of the Orion spacecraft on the Artemis 2 mission, the first flight of humans around the moon in over 50 years. The team here on the ground continues to evaluate the crew's timeline for today. One of the other timelined events today is the Lunar Targeting Package review with the crew. The science team here at Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas, will be speaking with the crew aboard the Orion spacecraft and preparing them for lunar flyby day. Again, the crew will fly around the moon on flight day 6, and due to the illumination, we expect them to be able to see things that have never been seen before by human eyes. The science team has been preparing this lunar targeting package for this specific flyby, as each launch date would have resulted in different viewing opportunities due to lunar illumination. So the crew has been training for years based on photography of the lunar surface, as well as in different lighting conditions. And today will be the opportunity for the science team to discuss what they expect the crew to be able to see and the priorities for them to photograph during that flyby. Of course, our coverage will be live that day as we remain live 24/7 on NASA's YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. This is Artemis Mission Control coming up on the daily planning conference for the crew aboard the Artemis 2 spacecraft. They woke up at 11:35 a.m. Central Time today and have since then been in their post-sleep period. So this daily planning conference will really kick off their workday. During post-sleep, they have the chance to configure the cabin, do some hygiene, and eat their breakfast. And a few things on the menu today include granola, scrambled eggs, vegetable quiche, mango salad, sausage patties, and of course, scrambled eggs and coffee.
Hello, Houston. We are ready for morning DPC. Just a few things. We heard a rumor up here that it is actually Saturday back on Earth. We have definitely lost track of the days. We are showing 151,476 nautical miles from Earth, and it's going up about 1 mile every second, which is still a pretty impressive rate of travel. And thanks to your ops down there, we have got the sun beaming in all the windows. Morale is high on board. And looking out window 3, you can see a beautiful crescent Earth with the sunlight glinting off of the ocean and the swirling clouds. It's just a truly remarkable sight. We are ready to talk.
Gorgeous, Reed. We love that description. And first off, thanks to the Integrity crew for working on the weekend. So are we, but we are happy to do it. I want to start by asking if you would like to turn on the HHP camera for DPC, because if so, we'd love it.
Yeah, we will work on that right now. It might just take us a minute, and I'll try to start routing the video.
No problem. I'll get started in the meantime. So as you know, we are busy replanning today after canceling OTC2. We have lots of opportunities to do activities to get ahead, and we can also expand your lunar flyby plan review time. If you find that you are in need of work, we would ask that you give us a call and we can give you items. That being said, I do have plenty of other important changes for you, so let me know when you're ready to copy.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, first up, your splashdown -6 weather forecast is on board. As you would expect, the models haven't agreed to what the weather will be yet, but we wanted to know that it is there for your awareness. Victor, we wanted to let you know we are deferring your 24-hour acoustic monitoring activity to a day where we have a burn. That is your activity at 2040 MET this morning, and it also has a link to activity directly before your PMC in the afternoon that we are also deferring.
Okay, Victor copies.
For all of the crew's HRP standard measure yellow activities today, those are flexible, but they do need to be complete before Victor's Everywhere downlink this afternoon. And for Christina, please let us know which PCD you use for your cognitive assessment, because we need you to use the same one later in the mission for your second assessment.
Copy all.
Our OpNav moon pass is still going on in the background, even though we have canceled OTC2. And we are planning to reschedule your SAW PAO event to be directly before your midday meal. We can call you on to that. And your second FD conference later today will be canceled. We are only keeping the one which is directly between the PMC and your pre-sleep.
Jenny, say that again. The first flight director conference is canceled. We're only doing the one before pre-sleep.
The second flight director conference is canceled. We will be performing the one that's directly between the PMC and pre-sleep.
Okay, that sounds great. Now I'm seeing that there's one that's kind of splitting the middle of pre-sleep, and that one is canceled. Gotcha.
Good read back. Next up, we know you were looking for the next trash location. That location is going to be in locker Delta, bag 2, which has a purple label and is labeled speaker/Bobs. You're going to need to clear it out a bit, so we suggest that you clear out the Bob, which can be deployed. Move some of the speaker bubble bags that are in there into the F1 large bag labeled AGA General Use, which is a brown label, and then move the Ziploc with harnesses and ARS tools into locker Echo, bag 9, blue label.
Christina copied all.
Well done, Christina. Okay, 2 more topics for you. One is on the pre-lunar flyby cabin config. We wanted to let you know that if you did take images, we do not have them. We would need them if you want them re-uplinked later as a pretty note to remind you what to do. If you do want them, please let us know where we can downlink them from. And then finally, we want to know if you have any wet towels around the cabin, because we are looking at that in particular for mitigating any static by increasing the humidity.
We did put some hygiene towels out. We deployed them yesterday after taking some hygiene baths, and they are drying over by the vents, the outlet vents.
All right, great. We copy, Reed. Do you have any questions or comments from us for us?
I did want to respond back on the cabin config for lunar flyby. We are good on board. We will strive to downlink those images, but only for situational awareness. We do not need them embedded in procedures. We do have a couple questions. First, Victor rewrote the email from the mission summary question, so he's good to go there. We have swapped the quick disconnect on the PWD over to the pry side from the secondary side. Just seemed like a good day to do that. And then 2 quick PCD type questions if you got a second.
All right, we copy all, and we'll take your PCD questions now.
For the private conferences and VC, do we always need to use PCD3, or we need to use any PCD, it just has to be wired? Or is it related to ASAP? We're not sure what that acronym is.
Checking. Reed, right now we'll be using PCD for those. We would have to change a software config to use the other PCDs for those.
Okay, so we do need to use BCD3. All right, thank you. And then for email syncs, I know we're working to just make this more operational, and we're going to learn as we go through the mission. Something that we're noticing is even if the sync is not complete, if there's any way we can at least get into email during pre-sleep and post-sleep times, that would help so that we can compose. It's very difficult to compose emails up here on the PCDs. Just having that time would help.
Copy, Reed. Thanks for letting us know. We'll look into it.
Okay, I think the only other thing is y'all were looking for some Nat Geo status updates. I think it might be worthy of a 5-minute conversation after this or later today if you want. But I feel like we're doing the best we can, and I feel like we're doing pretty well.
Copy. We would be up for that whenever you're ready.
Okay, give us a couple minutes, and if we find some gray space, we'll give you a call.
Sounds great. Thanks, guys.
And Jenny, while we got you, we just want to troubleshoot the encoder a little bit. This morning when we powered it on, we get a status light, the orangish red status light for 5 to 10-ish seconds, then it goes out, and that's it. And we don't see it on the network, so we're wondering.
Jeremy, we don't think there's a need to try again with it disconnected. We will find you a location for the second one.
Okay, I've got them pulled up here. As long as the stowage or the packing plan is accurate, I'll go ahead and grab the one out of bag 9, contamination cleanup.
That's a good location, Jared. Should be there. Thanks.
And Houston, I would be ready to have a quick conversation about the Nat Geo shot list at your convenience. No rush on our end. Also in the hopper, I have one low priority stowage question when it's a good time for you.
We'll take both. Go ahead, Christina.
Yes, regarding the message, the flight day message item about Nat Geo, we are doing all of our Nat Geo scheduled activities as well as a lot of targets of opportunity. We're basically grabbing the camera for Nat Geo pretty much all the time. From the mission summary, it sounded like maybe what we're not doing is making you all aware of that. So I wondered, is that because you saw maybe some of those activities not grayed out? Or is there some way to note what we've done that we are missing?
We're checking, Christina. All right, Christina, what we are expecting down here is the pre-sleep call down telling us shots that you've taken, and I think the expectation, since we're assuming you're taking plenty of them, is that you would call down anything that you might have missed, so a high priority shot that was a miss. we would like to know about. Otherwise, we'll assume that you have completed the shots that we expected.
Thank you, Jenny. That is super helpful. I will make sure that we include that as part of our pre-sleep activities, but rest assured we're doing a lot, and we're really enjoying it.
That's great to hear, Christina. Okay, and if you still have that stowage question, we're ready for it too.
All right, Jenny. We'll collect all of our thoughts and let you know what we have and haven't done. But there were, due to power downs and stuff, like there were some pretty major things that we just couldn't get because there was no power to the system.
All right, we copy, Reed. Thank you.
And Jenny, I paused our comm while we shouted out pulse ox readings across the cabin, but did you say you were already also, it was a good time for a quick stowage question, low priority?
A-firm, we're ready.
Yes, this one might take some digging. I'm looking for a specific community hygiene item that is Honest lotion. So it's just hand lotion, and I believe the brand is Honest. I thought we had some on board, but we just haven't come across it yet, and I don't think our packing plan has that level of granularity. Thanks for tracking it down.
All right, we're on it. Thanks, Christina.
Thank you, and of course the answer could well come back that we don't have any on board and I'm remembering wrong, so thanks for the help.
No problem, we'll let you know.
This is Artemis Mission Control. Mission elapsed time 2 days, 20 hours.
Just want to confirm we're go for CCU dumps. I'm going to work on that now.
Reed, thanks for calling us first. We actually want you to pause on the CCU dump because we want to see if we are able to vent now that we've been in this bakeout attitude. So I'll give you a call when you're go to dump that.
Okay, copy that.
Integrity crew, we also want to remind you to hold off on any toilet use while we are doing this wastewater dump.
Copy. We are no-go for toilet and CCU dumps. Thank you.
Thanks, Christina.
This is Artemis Mission Control at Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. Mission elapsed time of 2 days, 20 hours, and 42 minutes into the flight of Orion. However, this is known as Flight Day 4. We launched on April 1st. Orion atop the Space Launch System rocket from Kennedy Space Center in Florida, and the crew woke up today at 11:35 a.m. Central Time. The crew then went into their post-sleep period. They were able to have breakfast, do any hygiene before starting their day, and we just wrapped up the daily planning conference with the teams here on the ground. Some of the items that came out of the daily planning conference include that the splashdown weather predictions are available for the crew to view. Again, targeting splashdown on April 10th. There are a select number of HRP activities. These are Human Research Program activities that are on the timeline that the crew on the ground wants to make sure the astronauts complete throughout the day, but they are not hard timelined or not hard scheduled, meaning that they can share and conduct at any time. We'll talk a little bit more about the daily planning conference momentarily, but the teams here on the ground, as you heard them call to the crew, are conducting a wastewater dump. If you look closely, you can see some of those particles leaving the spacecraft. This is a good sign. Last night, at the beginning of crew sleep, the ground performed a routine wastewater dump. However, it terminated after only dumping 3%. The suspected culprit may be some ice on the primary vent nozzle, so the teams rotated the spacecraft's attitude today to place that vent nozzle in the sun. The hope was for this 2-hour bake-out time to help melt the ice that may be preventing the waste dump. To allow for time to conduct this attitude of Orion The OTC burn, outbound trajectory correction burn, was canceled for today. It was deemed unnecessary given our very precise translunar injection burn that put us on a path toward the moon and eventually a splashdown back in the Pacific Ocean. The outbound trajectory correction 1 burn was also canceled yesterday for the same reason of not being necessary due to our current trajectory. Cancellation of these burns means there's obviously no impact to the mission or the lunar flyby. These are just small tweaks to the burns performed to fine-tune the flight path. But again, we are on a great path around the moon thanks to the translunar injection burn performed on flight day 2. A few more items that we heard during the daily planning conference include the SAW PAO event, Solar Array Wing event. We are expecting the crew to be visible in the windows of Orion while the Solar Array Wing cameras are used to snap a photo of Orion and its crew. We're hoping to see that scheduled before today's midday meal, and the midday meal is currently on the timeline closer to 7 p.m. Central. You also heard a trash location provided to the crew. Obviously, everything that launches with Orion has to come home with Orion. This is a little bit different than what we experience on the International Space Station, where trash can be loaded into visiting resupply spacecraft that burn up upon re-entry into Earth's atmosphere. So everything being properly tracked and stowed, they were providing the crew exactly where they should put any trash that accumulates during the mission. The flight control team also had reports yesterday from NASA astronaut Reed Wiseman as he was exercising that he was noticing some static electricity inside the spacecraft while he was exercising, and so the team asked if there are any wet towels they can use to place around the Orion spacecraft and help increase humidity.
Houston integrity on 1 for the dump.
Go ahead.
Didn't know if you wanted to know anything from out the window, or maybe you saw a camera pointed on it.
We do have a camera, but we'll take whatever you have.
It could just be sun positioning, but this does not look like it's the volume of previous dumps, and the particulate is overall extremely fine with a few larger ice chunks coming out every now and then. But the volume looks less, but again, that could just be sun angle.
Yeah, Reed, we are also seeing less volume with this dump. We appreciate the report. That's helpful for us.
We continue monitoring the wastewater dump aboard the Orion spacecraft. Again, we maneuvered into this position to attempt at melting some ice around the primary vent nozzle. Victor Glover reporting that they appear to be seeing less volume from this wastewater dump than previously experienced, and the ground confirms that our data aligns with that observation. Again, this is a test flight, and so every single system aboard Orion is getting tested by humans for the first time. So every day is a learning experience for the teams on the ground as well as the astronauts who make up the Artemis II crew.
'cause it made my tail wag.
Integrity Houston, toilet is go for fecal use only, and you are go to dump CCUs as required.
Copy.
And Integrity, for your awareness, that dump lowered our quantity by about 15%, 1-5.
Copy.
Confirmation from teams here in Artemis Mission Control that the wastewater dump is complete. Again, the wastewater dump was terminated early last night, and the suspected reason was ice on the primary vent nozzle. This vent is the drain for the toilet and would be great to have space plumbers to unclog. However, our crew is well trained in all systems.
Integrity for PCD conference clarification.
Houston Integrity, AGA readings when you're ready.
We're ready for AGA readings.
Current AGA readings are CO2 2.2, O2 20.4, 78.1 degrees Fahrenheit, 14.05 psi. We still have an amber low battery light, and during the startup, I did not see any reference to battery remaining.
We copy all, Victor. Thank you.
This is Artemis Mission Control here at Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. As you can see, the Orion spacecraft now maneuvering back to its previous position. We were in a new attitude, allowing that primary vent nozzle to be pointed toward the sun, help thaw up some of the ice that helps us drain the toilet. With that maneuver complete, we are continuing to move the spacecraft, and the crew inside are getting the opportunity to talk with some of their family members.
Houston, integrity for encoder.
Go ahead.
I'm getting the exact same signature on the second encoder with that status light coming on for about 5-ish seconds and then going away with no Ethernet indicator lights and not seeing it on the network. Does that status give us any hints as to what's going on?
Copy, Jeremy.
The other piece of data that changed from yesterday is we disconnected from Ethernet port on pump 1 overnight to the docking camera, then reconnected to that port. I guess I could try recycling that cable just to see if that changes anything, but I'm curious what that status light might indicate.
Yeah, Jeremy, we're about to call you to ask about the other end of that Ethernet cable, so we will take your recommendation to cycle that now. On a different topic, I do have a clarification on PCD3 for conferences if you want that now.
Okay, go ahead with that.
Actually, Jeremy, we're going to focus on the 4K encoder for now. I'll have those words for you soon.
Houston integrity, just double check that Reed's PFC is happening on time. He hasn't seen anything yet.
We're checking. And we see Jeremy logged into VC. Reed's family is ready. We just want to confirm that you see the same.
Yeah, Reed is waiting on VC on PCD3. Does he need to log in as him, or?
No, Jeremy, we will dial your VC account to make it work. It should be done shortly.
Okay. And we found the issue with the encoder. It was the Ethernet cable was plugged into the HHP cameras or whatever the ones we use for Ascent. So it should be working now, and we'll get you a view soon.
That sounds great. Glad you found it, Jeremy, and we'll take that view only after the conferences. Thanks.
I'm going to put the encoder that I got out of bag 9 back in bag 9.
Copy. Thank you.
This is Artemis Mission Control at Johnson Space Center in Houston, Texas. You are getting a live look inside the flight control room. Currently, the Orbit 1 team is on console, led by Flight Director Jeff Radigan, there on the right of your screen in the white shirt. Capcom for today in the center of your screen is Canadian Space Agency astronaut and Artemis 2 backup Jenny Gibbons. She's the voice you'll hear talking with the crew. And to her right is Capcom Matthew Dunn.
And Houston Integrity, you asked if we had some free time to give you a call. I can help you out with something right now.
Copy, Jeremy. We'll be back with you in a minute. integrity for activities for Jeremy.
Go ahead.
Hey Jeremy, in your free time, we suggest that you go to the task list and you can choose the cabin speaker assessment or the PWD flow test. And if you prefer not to do either of those, you can always go to the Nat Geo shot list.
Okay, thanks. integrity. 4 CCUs have been dumped. We are complete. Thank you.
Copy all. Thanks, Victor.
And Houston Integrity, we're just curious, if we had another CCU to dump in the next 10 to 15 minutes, can we just go ahead and do that? Will the heaters be configured? Does that work for your plan?
Checking. Affirm, Jeremy, our heaters are configured, so you would be go to dump.
Okay, you can anticipate that then.
Copy. We will.
This is Artemis Mission Control. You continue to hear calls from Canadian Space Agency astronaut Jeremy Hansen, his first flight to space, referencing the CCU, Collapsible Contingency Urinal. The crew is using these at this time rather than the toilet as we continue troubleshooting the wastewater dumps. Having just completed one, the crew is using these instead of the waste management system. Throughout the Artemis 2 mission, you are likely hearing the crew members refer to their spacecraft as Integrity. It is the Orion spacecraft, and the Artemis 2 crew members named it Integrity, announcing that name last fall. They said the name Integrity embodies the foundation of trust, respect, candor, and humility across the crew and the many engineers, technicians, scientists, planners, and dreamers required for mission success.
integrity on 1 for the conferences.
Go ahead.
From this point forward, if you see any crew member logged into VC, just go ahead and connect the conferences straight to them. We'll likely be on Jeremy's login for most of the conferences.
Copy all. That works for us. Thank you.
This is Artemis Mission Control. You are looking at a visualization of the Orion spacecraft. We don't have views at this time, but hope to regain them shortly. Currently, Orion is over 176,700 miles away from Earth and closer to the moon than to our home planet, now just 103,972 miles away from the moon. You can track the location of Orion and its stats at any time by visiting nasa.gov/track Artemis. We are eagerly awaiting the lunar flyby day on flight day 6. That flyby window is targeted to start now in 2 days, 3 hours, and 1 minute. During the crew's daily planning conference with teams here in Mission Control Houston, the teams on the ground relayed to NASA astronaut Christina Cook that any of her HRP standard measures timelined events today could be completed at any time. This crew is the first crew in deep space to participate in the spaceflight standard measures studies. This is an investigation that's been collecting data from participating crew members aboard the station and elsewhere since 2018. And the study aims to get a comprehensive snapshot of astronauts' bodies and minds by gathering a consistent set of core measurements of physiological response. Let's take a look.
You know how your doctor always checks your heart rate, blood pressure, and other vital signs? NASA collects similar measurements on as many astronauts as possible, and that includes the Artemis II crew flying around the moon. These measurements belong to a study called Spaceflight Standard Measures. Comparing information gathered from astronauts before, during, and after spaceflight provides a window into what happens to the human body in space. On their trek aboard the Orion spacecraft, Artemis crew members will track their nutrition, heart health, and immune system, while MRI scans pre- and post-launch will peek inside their eyes and brain. The crew will also participate in tests examining balance, muscle performance, motion sickness, and changes in their microbiome. Since 2018, NASA has been gathering standard measures like these from crews in Earth-based analogs and aboard the International Space Station. But Artemis II will be the first to provide these measurements in deep space. After returning from their mission, the crew will move through obstacle courses. They'll exit a mock capsule and conduct simulated moonwalk activities in a pressurized spacesuit, including practicing walking, using a ladder, connecting tubes to the capsule, carrying bulky objects, and more. Why? Some astronauts feel dizzy, unsteady, and nauseated post-flight, but scientists want to know how soon after landing on the moon could astronauts carry out mission-critical tasks and what workloads they could handle before fatigue sets in. By understanding how deep space travel affects the human body, NASA can take steps towards sending future astronauts to the surface of the moon, Mars, and beyond.
If you're just joining our coverage today, thanks for tuning in. We are live 24/7 throughout the Artemis 2 mission, all the way from prior to launch until splashdown and astronaut recovery. Today we were expecting to have the outbound trajectory correction burn 2. This would have been a very small maneuver using the reaction control system thrusters on the European service module. However, that burn was canceled. It was deemed unnecessary. We have a great trajectory already thanks to the translunar injection burn that was completed on flight day 2. That's the burn that set us on a course for the moon and helped us leave low Earth orbit for the first time in over 50 years. Canceling that burn also allowed the team some time today to reorient the spacecraft and assist troubleshooting with some of the wastewater dump issues they experienced last night. They did conduct another wastewater dump earlier and were able to clear up a little bit more of that system.
Okay. Modland. Oh crap. Let me close the tab just so I don't freaking die. What's other crap I can close? No. I don't need a bunch of these tabs. Okay. Now I have to freaking find your IP again. And I'm gonna turn on 0 to your never mind, it's already on. I don't even think we need to. Oh yeah, are we gonna do realistic crashes? I guess you're gonna. Are we gonna do realistic crashes? I guess we will. Okay. Brody Gill. Sorry. Someone named Brody Gill. I don't know how. What? Wow. Don't you what? It actually hurts? Oops. Hey, buddy. You can turn my volume down a little bit, can't you?
Houston Integrity on 1. Any chance for a 5-minute private with the flight director?
What the heck is that?
Oh, yes, sir. We're setting it up.
Universal dummy.zip. That's weird. Stop. Hey guys. Hey. I look so, like, big. I don't like this. Oh. God, why am I so big? Just make me kind of small. No, I'm not that big, bro. Oh, yeah. It's kind of your fault. You love that.
This is Artemis Mission Control. You heard that call from NASA astronaut Reed Wiseman, commander of the Artemis 2 spacecraft, down to the ground asking if they would privatize one of the loops. Again, almost all of their communication does go out publicly, so it's not uncommon for them to request the opportunity to speak with the flight director or flight controller teams on their own.
Brody. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do a whole video like that. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here. Oh God. Ah! Ah! It's the outside world. How am I supposed to control that? They are. You want to see what them? You want to see what they look like open? Every. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Buddy. Okay, I'm gonna. The first car I'm gonna spawn is McLaren F1. Okay. If nope, doesn't work. This angle's so bad. Okay. Like I need to be like up here, kind of, or not. I don't know. Buddy, I don't know what to tell you. I'm on. Ooh, no. Buddy, I'm on iPad Air 2. Look up what microphone it is. I don't. I do have headphones, buddy. I have Apple branded headphones. You want me to wear those? Like your regular old one? No, no, for my iPad. No, this has a headphone jack still, so I can use it on here. You want me to? You want to try this? Shoot, these do. Okay. What's going on? I can't hear. Hang on, I can't. Oh, I have to turn this down, definitely. Stop! LR. Turn the freaking volume down, boy! Hold on, I'm turning this down. Okay. I'll keep, because I'm so cool, I'll keep one headphone out. No, I don't want to do it. Okay. My ears will eventually start hurting after a while, so I might have to take one of them out. It can be a little smaller. Like, I kind of want you on, like, to be on your shoulder. It'd be funny. Okay, it's too big, too big. Oh, yeah. Can you maybe go in front of that, or no? Aw. Hey. Aw. Oh. Ah. Ah. No. Oh, okay. I'm like miles away, buddy. Okay, hold on. Let me go over to you. What are my graphics at? Let me like change my graphics. Because my computer's yelling at me. My mouse is freaking screwed up again. Okay, option. High quality.
Copy, we'll be ready for you.
Mesh quality normal. High. Lighting quality high. Shadows high. Okay, shadows don't have to be that high. Oh, shadows resolution. Let's go normal. Let's see how that looks. They don't look any different. Lighting quality, I'm going to click low, see how that looks. It looks the same. Okay, it looks a little worse.
Integrity, we have a good video feed of you.
Okay, that looks no different at all. Shader quality, low. Oh. Does that look any different? I can't tell. This looks completely fine. Okay, I'm going with those graphics because they don't look any different. Oh, bro. Make me just a little smaller, not too. Okay. Fine.
Houston, confirm you're not getting any audio.
Star
so now
shine,
that
Earth says, my hair's all screwed up. Oh god, my camera's frozen.
We believe that we were.
Ah, no, I couldn't get there in time. Dang it. Okay, what if I put you like over here?
Just make me a little smaller, and that's just like there's too much crap. Okay, that's way too small. Way too small. You can hide me somewhere though.
In the wind.
Loud and clear.
Look at him.
Oh. That's funny. Oh, you want me to start with the default truck? I'll start with the default truck.
We're gonna randomize anyways.
Yeah. Well, I want to start with it anyways. I'll get the.
How good does that look?
We would like a 10 count, if able, in view of the camera to sync our audio and video. Thank you.
Cue immediately. Okay. I'm starting in a red truck.
Like you can see me twice. Oh, I got so bad for a second. I think that looks good. Oh, oops. Wrong button. I think that looks good.
Copy, Christina. We would have taken either direction, but
okay, I'm gonna hit record.
Direction. That looks like a really good audio and visual sync for us. So thank you.
I'm gonna hit mute for a little bit.
Copy. Sounds good.
You know what? We're going to do the intro a little bit differently here. I'm going to fly over the map here. That's too fast. That's too fast. Okay, guys, so today we're going to be checking out Dangerous Roads V1. This is a game made by Spencer Johnson, a part of like Komodo Gaming's videos and his devs that make the games. So I'm going to be playing this with Joe today, and we're going to check it out. I just realized your camera's been on screen. I have to redo that. No.
Control. You're getting a live look inside the Orion spacecraft, named Integrity by the Artemis 2 crew.
Let me redo that.
For a public affairs event today, they'll be speaking with NBC and CBS.
Okay, guys, so today we're going to be checking out a game.
2 days,
nope.
22 hours, and 1
That's not right at all.
minute into the Artemis 2 mission. The first
okay, guys, so
years.
Okay, guys, so today we're going to be checking out a map on BeamNG called Dangerous Roads. This is made by Spencer Johnson. He's part of the developer crew that makes mods for Komodo Gaming. If you guys enjoy this, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe, and we're going to be playing this with Joe. Okay. Now we can... So he's gonna be down here in the corner, right over, he's gonna be down here in the corner, right over there, and we're gonna be doing some realistic crashes while we do this. Okay, so.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I didn't realize you're so close to me. Okay, so we gotta hit Shift Backspace. We're also gonna be using the randomizer mod, by the way.
Oh god.
So we're just gonna randomize the vehicle. Okay, here we go. Go.
Copy. We'll keep an eye out.
No. No!
Oh my god!
What? We got the same vehicle! Okay, you know what? Round 1.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, okay. Countdown in 3, 2, 1. Here we go! Oh, wait, what happened? Wait, what happened?
Oh yeah, here's full screen. Click on BeamNG. Okay. Oops.
Okay. Okay, wait, come back here. Okay, ready in 3, 2, 1. Go! Oh, you're slightly faster. This is the first time both of us have done this map.
Oh, jeez. No.
Oh,
you're gonna pay for that.
Oh, we gotta go. Oh, it's also the rainy version. Oh, no!
You can't respawn where you're at. You have to go to the beginning.
Okay, we gotta go home. Okay, here we go.
I'm freaking hurt right now, man. Oh. Go, Widgeon! What are you doing?
Why are you sitting there? I'm gonna die again now!
This is hard. This is difficult.
This is so difficult.
Okay.
You can barely hear the game. I gotta turn it up.
You hopefully can boost it in editing, but
there we go.
I might have to have one headphone out because on mine I can't hear my own game really well. That good. Oh! You don't even have to use the gas, Brody. You can just.
Okay.
Oh!
As previously discussed, the crew aboard Orion is setting up for today's.
What is it? I turned off name tags. I can't see you.
This look inside the Orion spacecraft on the left.
Oh, Joe died. Oh, that's a rock!
Right, mission specialist Christina Cook, both
insert.
NASA astronauts.
So actually, one of the challenges is to play this in first person, but we're not doing that yet. Okay, God. So. Oh my God! I gotta focus. I can't focus for like 2 seconds.
Focus, Brody. Lock in.
Why are you here? Go back to the start, you freaking bimbo.
I'm waiting for you because I'm not. I hit insert on it. Okay.
My wheels are messed up.
This is not easy.
Why is it so quick?
Because. Why are we both in the Widgeon, man?
I don't know. Oh. Okay, we're good.
I'm trying to take it slow, Brody. You're freaking too fast. You're like
you literally.
You don't.
You have the faster version.
I know, and you're pushing that one.
Oh my
this
gosh.
Is slippery. Why didn't we do the normal one? This is hard.
I don't know. I asked you, and you go, yeah, let's do this one. Oh my goodness. I think I accidentally switched my gearbox. Okay, we're good.
Oh no, what's wrong? Oh, my wheel's broken.
Oh, he broke his wheel. Oh my goodness.
Really? My wheel is actually freaking broken. This is stupid. Where is the freaking checkpoint at?
I don't know if there is checkpoints.
Yes, there is. On the last one there was. We can't do all. No. Okay, we have to make our own checkpoints. So much I can't see anything. I'm gonna have to go in first person because I can't see. Don't hit the tree.
What the heck? Oh, okay.
Oh my god, I spun out. See, you have the advantage of being in a slower car.
No, I don't.
Your power.
You literally said I'm flooring it.
You don't have as much power going to the wheels as I do.
Okay, this is a checkpoint. This is a checkpoint for sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh
I made it to the checkpoint. Let's go find Joe. Let's see what he's doing.
Freaking
Where are you?
What do you mean, where am I? You were just here, right?
Yeah, you're so terrible. Joe may not make it on his first car.
Oh my god. Okay, reverse and forwards. Okay, let's just go slow-ish. No, I don't want to. Oh my god, this wins out so easy.
Jake is struggling. This map is also very dark. Oh, you're almost there. You're almost there.
Oh shoot, I hit pause. Oh my god, this is full throttle in reverse, and I'm this slow.
This is Artemis Mission Control
Get on
at
the
Johnson
road,
Space Center in Houston, Texas on flight day 4
Okay.
of the Artemis 2 mission. As mentioned, the crew inside Orion.
Yeah, so that's what I was wondering too.
Just about 7 minutes. The clients today are NBC and CBS. The astronauts will be speaking live with them from the Integrity spacecraft. They have now been in space for 2 days, 22 hours, and 8
Okay,
minutes.
that's just uncalled for.
Okay.
Oh no!
Orion is now 178,250 miles from the place we all call home.
Yeah, we're gonna randomize our car.
planet Earth.
Okay. God, what car is it? I froze.
Oh no! Oh no!
Shortly after today's public affairs event, we will be transitioning.
Oh, it's the Lambo! A Lamborghini like Aventador.
No, it's a Gallardo or Gallardo or however you say it. I don't know.
Wait, why won't this open?
4:15 p.m.
There it goes.
Central Time.
Randomize. Come on, please give me something good. Oh! I got a dune kicker! Or is this a dune kicker?
On this feed to
I believe
watch
so.
the news conference, but if you're
screw
interested
you.
in continuing to get live views from the spacecraft,
I got a
transition
trophy
to the
truck.
other live feed available on
So this, wait, is it a dune kicker or a trophy truck?
It's a dune kicker, but it is a trophy truck. Not,
Gotcha.
It's not.
Again, our
You're so small. Look at you.
go anywhere.
Okay, ready? Here we go. Go.
Hey!
Your car's so loud. Oh my god, it's so loud. I gotta turn it down. Okay. Hey, that is not fair.
We're both not very, we don't have all the grip.
I get a. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on.
My headphones falling out. The brakes are so bad, man.
So I get a point for round 1, editor, because I made it first.
Can I beat him this time? I'm distracted. Go.
This car actually sucks.
You need to be careful, is what it is. It's good for off-roading, not good for... I'm just not gonna go. I'm not gonna stop. but I'm gonna go at a slow-ish pace so I don't die immediately, and then, yeah. Don't go too fast. 50 miles an hour is fast.
Okay.
I've played this map before, but not like really. Like, I've been on this map.
I forgot to turn name tags on, so I still can't see him.
Oh my god. Brody, you're gonna... Good luck, that's all I can say.
I'm locked in, chat.
Break. Okay. Whoa.
This definitely was not the time to get this car, but oh my gosh, what is this? Wait, is that a checkpoint? I don't think so. Why is there a ramp?
I know. Oh yeah, good luck is all I can say.
Oh my goodness. Oh! What is this?
This is a part where your car comes in, not mine. I found mud.
Oh!
Ooh, my bumper's getting ripped off a little bit.
I gotta make up some time.
Put back together, just make sure this.
Oh my god, I'm
good. From our perspective, the camera might be a little tilted, but it might be good.
Dude, I'm literally freaking stuck. I'm completely stuck.
Yes, guys, I have a chance. I have a chance. I have a chance. I don't. Oh no, I spun out.
Oh, don't do that. That's not gonna help.
Looks good to us.
Oh.
I hear you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, I'm so cooked. No. No.
No, don't spin.
I can't even go in reverse, man. Oh, I can barely. Help.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh, it's so much better. Oh no. Oh no.
You freaking bimbo. That's what you call it.
Yeah, it is F7. F7. It's fine.
Oh, you F7, I'm F7.
But you can't F7 forward. You have to F7 backwards.
Oh, right.
Yes, look at this guy. Look at this guy. No!
Dude, help. I literally can't do it. Oh my god.
Bye, loser.
Oh. Oh yeah, good job, buddy. Oh, you fool.
Oh no, I'm helping you.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm stuck.
What an idiot. Look at him. What if I tell you? Can I tell you? I feel bad. Come here. Okay, hang on.
This sucks, man.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, buddy.
Oh, forgot about realistic crashes. Oops. Hey, bro, remember when we said we're gonna do realistic crashes?
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Okay. Ooh.
Wait, how do I do it again?
Sticky. I thought you do like mouse center click. Like the middle mouse button.
Did I do it?
Go.
Oh, wait.
I don't know how well that works.
Wait, did we do it right? Wait, you're accelerating my car.
I'm not hitting the gas.
What the?
Hey!
Let me get, hold on.
This is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
Oh, Joe, stop moving. Just stop moving. Just stop moving.
Okay.
Ah, wait. Put the stinking parking brake on, dang it.
Ah, okay.
NBC
Okay.
News, this is Mission
Parking
Control.
brake work. Okay.
Call
Jeez.
integrity for a voice check.
Multi-click to couple both nodes or hold shift. Why did Did that work?
Hey Tom, it's great to hear your voice all the way up here, 105,000 nautical miles from Earth. How are you doing?
I'm well. Congratulations on your mission so far. I'm told this is the farthest interview ever conducted in history. And I'm wondering how
Okay, hang on.
Right now
You're so loud. Stop doing that.
Nobody has been since
Oh,
1972.
stop ruffling my microphone. Okay.
Honestly, it is unbelievable.
Wait, is it not working? Hold on.
1972. Just being up here and seeing how difficult this is and how hard the team is working. We do have a little bit of echo on your call.
Oh crap! What just happened? No!
To see the moons, to see the Earth, and to know that we are between those two celestial bodies.
Oh, I anchored earlier. That's why.
The Earth is almost in full eclipse. The moon is almost in full.
Oh, parking brake. Parking brake. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. We're gonna get it. Back up!
The images you guys have sent back are absolutely spectacular. And when you look at the moon that you're headed for,
there, I got it.
Closer and closer. What are your thoughts?
Yes!
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes! I'm pulling your bumper off!
We did have our first view of the moon
yes!
and it was just absolutely spectacular. I think that one of the interesting things that happens when you look at a moon that inherently just looks different is like the darker parts just aren't quite in the right place, and something about you senses.
Okay, wait, you're pushing me.
I'm used to seeing, and sure enough, we got out our
okay, wait, stop accelerating, stop accelerating. Your car is so unbelievably loud.
That is the dark side. That is
okay, go.
We must be no kidding.
It's impossible. It's impossible.
Putting something that has meant so much to so many cultures.
I'm leaving you.
Spiritually, culturally for so long, seeing it in a different way.
Where is this car going?
Just pairing that with how much we miss and love our families and knowing that
just F7 up there.
The same moon, it's a pretty amazing feeling.
And when you look back at Earth,
you told me to.
These breathtaking images.
I made it.
It's Easter weekend, of course. Emotions as you look back.
Oh my! I can't even move. I literally can't even move. This is what?
Okay, I think you have to go back.
Why would I have to go back?
You can't make it in that car.
There's been a lot of disbelief.
Okay, well I made it. The checkpoint's right here, so no, I think you're good. I think you're good. Joe, I found the world's largest banana.
It really bends your mind.
I found it.
Oh my! The emotions that come along with that. There's a lot of happiness.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I hate this car.
Experience
randomized
things just brings you joy as a human.
Ooh, I got the Bastion. The Bastion is.
Brings a lot of excitement.
Also, editor, that's 2-0. 2-0.
Four of us get to be out
Shut
here.
up. What is this?
Brings you to your knees.
Weird
the thought
diff.
that we get this experience. We're doing our best to show it.
No, randomize. That's unfair.
Can't do it.
Okay.
I know those photos.
I also don't like this car.
Assure you, it is
But
another level.
Can I please get something not horrible
There's a lot
for
of gratitude for the teams of people that
God,
made this possible.
Not responding. My
final emotion is hope for humanity's future. That we can do this right now means we could do so much more.
You guys are away from home. You may not realize you become superstars, rock stars while you've been gone. And I'm wondering, you've been able to talk to your families. How
everything good over there?
You so far from home?
I think it is.
Oh my gosh! I just now realized that my live stream can hear me.
Well, just from what I overheard from some of the conferences and then what I enjoyed watching with my family, I think there's a lot going on. It's been interesting to hear what they have witnessed on the news and in social media, but also their launch experience. I got to hear the first story that they saw, what they felt, and what they were thinking, and then what they wanted to know from me. And so the family conferences were great. It was so awesome to hear people talking to their families and then to speak with my family. And there's a lot, and I'm actually still processing. Mine was just about an hour ago, and I have a lot to go write down in my journal.
And I just want to tag on. I had my family conference right before Victor, so we had ours today. Christina and Jeremy had theirs yesterday, and I was just so jealous of them yesterday. I was so happy for them, but I was so jealous. And then this morning when my two daughters came on, and it was just the three of us talking, it was surreal. Just we're up here, we're so far away, and for a moment, I was reunited with my little family, and it was just the greatest moment of my entire life.
I'm just curious, you guys. You have all been dreaming of this moment for so long. Can you sleep in space when you are finally